On the news this morning, Governor Soludo restates resolve to restore peace security in Anambra. Federal government reassures of completion of second Niger bridge this year. Federal government to start disbursement of 20 billion naira to 2 million Nigerians under national cash transfer programs. Political crisis escalates in Tunisia as government cracks down on lawmakers. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra state economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has reaffirmed his resolve to restore peace and security in Anambra State. The governor stated this at St. Joseph's Cathedral, Abia, where he attended 11 a.m. Mass in line with the agreement reached by the stakeholders last Saturday in Awka as a step to end the Monday sit-at-home. A Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadoga has the details.
Recall that the joint body of traditional rulers, bishops and archbishops, security chiefs, community leaders, the government, and other critical stakeholders met last Saturday at the Dorakonyile Women Development Center, Awka, under the Anambra Peace Building and Security Dialogue Initiative. One of the agreements reached was that a prayer session will be held on Monday, 4th April 2022 by 11 a.m. in all the churches, which will officially mark an end of the Monday sit-at-home. In adherence to the agreement, Governor Soludo attended a pontifical high mass presided over by the Bishop of Abia Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Peter Obaleke. Governor Soludo in his speech maintained that peace and security is very instrumental in building a new Anambra and assured that no stone will be left unturned in achieving a lasting peace in Anambra. He recalled that IPOB has called off the Monday sit-at-home, adding that anyone enforcing it going forward will have the state to contend with. Governor Soludo emphasized that peace and security is at the heart of economic growth and development and called for a collective effort to restore peace and orderliness in the state. Bishop Peter Obaleke, while commending the governor for his efforts, assured that the people of the area will do their part and harped on the need to beef up security in the area.
We pray in this mass that as we pray in this church and prayers resound from different churches in Anambra State, our hope will be strengthened in the Lord Jesus.
From Abia, Valentine Mbadwa reporting for ABS News.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has assured that work will soon commence on the Omo-Obao Family Road. Governor Soludo gave the assurance while felicitating with the Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, on his 45th birthday. A Government House correspondent, Ejike Abana, has details of that report.
According to the governor, the road is important as it will link Awka with Ayamelum local government area, which is a major food basket in the state. Governor Soludo used the opportunity to thank the people of Ayamelum for their vote for the All Progressives Grand Alliance (ABGA) in the last gubernatorial election, saying that part of his dream for the state is to ensure massive promotion of made in Anambra products across the state and beyond, while stating that the massive support by the constituents shows that the Speaker is doing well. Governor Soludo emphasized that Anambra is an All Progressives Grand Alliance state and will remain so.
Last year, where you all no matter vote and don't well vote, where to nyala I went Mary Ndaya Melomeke Nemo no. On that special road that is special after my heart. Osimoma se gawa umerum wee cross otu ọba ofe mmiri. Ọmọ otu umerum to ọba ofe mmiri. Mgbe alink ala ụzọ a wee tinye bridge across ọba ofe mmiri. Wee lụrụ ilu a wee pụta Amansi. If we isi ọka wee lute ebe a ga-abụzi a matter of minutes, or abụzi hour plus, and that will link the capital to a very productive part of the state.
The Speaker, Right Honorable Okafor, also used the occasion to appreciate the people of Ayamelum for their support in the last election.
Why not celebrate birthday? When I say I made the election, I made the election, but now. Onye ọbụla bụ onye aya mere m ga na-achị ọchị na-amụrị ya ka njụ esi lee ga enyelu m ka m wee neta ndị be anya na meji wee mee gịnị empowerment ka ndị be anyị wee rita. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, ibe ya ekele ndị aya mere m tata bụ 11 Toyota Camry. We have about 55 motorcycles. We have a sewing machine nke butere about 11, but it's about 33. Then we have what we call knapsack eji agba ọgwụ afịfịa maka ma ndị Bible ndụ ọrụ ugbo ka ibu.
His constituents were empowered with Toyota saloon cars, motorcycles, sewing machines, fumigation materials, fertilizer and cash, among others. The state #1 lawmaker, who recalled that every of his birthday is usually celebrated in Ayamelum, urged the people to keep praying for Governor Soludo to succeed in his administration. The event was attended by a cross-section of party members and supporters, including the member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, Chief Chinedu Obidigwe, House of Assembly members, President General of Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, Chief Titus Akbudo, among others. From Ifitogwari in Ayamelum local government area, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Update on the Niger bridge. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Hajia Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, has assured that the 1.6 kilometer long second Niger bridge will be completed by October this year. A Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports that the minister disclosed this when she visited the bridge to ascertain the level of work on the project in company of the Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Ike Ibeke and other stakeholders both from Anambra and Delta states. His report is taken from here.
With the pace of work on the bridge, Hajia Ahmed explained that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is determined to complete the project within its tenure. She described the bridge as one of the major bridges in the country as it connects the entire southeast and south-south states, noting that on completion, business activities will be accelerated.
This is a project that is very dear to the Excellency of the President. It is designed to uplift the lives and livelihoods of the people of the southeastern part and the south-southern part of our country. And we do hope that when this project comes on stream, it will ease traffic, it will enhance commercial and trade activities, and it will improve the lives of the people of the state.
Also speaking, the Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Ibeke commended President Buhari for the project and called for its completion on specification to minimize the sufferings of the Southeasterners.
Now we are standing on almost completed bridge. Here we are not talking of where you're from. Everybody, we all use this bridge, okay? And this is where we see government should pay attention on the deliveries of democracy. So I think I'm happy I'm standing here, standing on the second Niger bridge. But we also want to begin to put it in use, just like you said, October.
On his part, the managing director of Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority, Uche Oje, said that the construction work on the bridge is completed at both ends of the bridge, assuring that remaining work will not take them much to finish.
April 2nd for us marks the completion of major civil works on the bridge, and we needed to be here. Fourth quarter, by the end of this year, all the work. And as you can see, there's still many little things on, but this is the completion of major civil work. The last casting day, that I think is most important. Nothing has changed from now and the timing for the end of the year, fourth quarter of this year.
Now progresses during the Lions chieftain in Nogo, Dunukofia local government area, Chief Tochukwu Ibeke, has declared interest to run for Dunukofia and Ocha and Njikoka Federal Constituency parliamentary election in 2023. Chief Ibeke disclosed this when he hosted Abia local government chairman, secretaries, women leaders as well as youth leaders at his Nogo country home. Our correspondent Chibuzo Okoye reports.
Addressing the party stakeholders, Chief Ibeke said that he's going to bring to the people a top-notch representation that is only obtainable in developed countries of the world through an all-inclusive and participatory democracy. The Abia chieftain, who pointed out that good representation is about using the resources of the government to work for the overall good of the people, assured the people that if given the mandate, that he will deliver on all his promises as he has the requisite knowledge and skills to do the job. Chief Ibeke maintained that he strongly believed in the ability of the Victor Oyele National Working Committee of the party to conduct a credible, free and fair primary election that will bring out the best candidate for their party, as well as be satisfactory to all the contestants.
It is about good representation. Government is about using the resources of the government to do good for the people. The reason why I called all three local governments, my three constituents here, is because I wanted to welcome them to my home, first of all, and also to tell them my intentions and tell them that I would love to gain their support to be able to represent them in Abuja. The reason why this is very important is that we have to get to that point of politics where we have to understand that politics is about what we can do to help our constituents.
The Abia chairman of Dunukofia local government area, Mr. Vincent Ezenia, and his Njikoka counterpart, Elder Charles Okongu, said that Chief Ibeke has all it takes to give them quality representation in the National Assembly.
Even in that one, I'm mad to look at him. I'll walk alone. We was on a Johnny Madu. So after you're going to qualify in jail.
The Abia chairman of Anambra local government area, Barrister Ndubisi Obiade, was equally present during the event that was well attended by all the relevant stakeholders in the federal constituency. In order to cushion the harsh living condition that is prevalent in the country at the moment, Chief Ibeke used the event to distribute bags of rice and cash gifts to all that attended the event, including widows and the downtrodden in the society. From Nogo, in Dunukofia local government area, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
In order to reduce the rate of unemployment and total reliance on government employment, St. Augustine's Parish, Umuoba, Anambra East Council area, has organized a one-day youth skill acquisition program for the parish youths. The event, which was the first of its kind in the parish, will be a continuous exercise designed to educate and train beneficiaries in skills that will enable them create wealth and refocus them on entrepreneurial development. Our correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The training was designed for Holy Child Association of the Church, which are children between the ages of 1 to 8, Catholic Boys and Girls Organization, children between 9 and 17 years, and Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria, which are adults from 18 years and above. The youths were equally trained on mechanical repairs, electrification, art and sculpture, woodwork technology, tie and dye, floor deserts, cake baking, confectionaries, and hair salon activities. Declaring the event open, the parish priest of the church, Reverend Father Clement Ayadenono, urged the participants to see the training as an opportunity to be self-reliant and self-employed, regretting that many youths have indulged in various negative activities as a result of unemployment and idleness. According to Reverend Father Ayadenono, the idea for the training came forth after one of the Sunday's gospel readings that dwelt on talents and accountability. He reminded the youths the importance of skills in their lives and advised them to learn challenging skills so that their community daily indispensable needs will be met.
To be reminded of the importance of skills in their lives. We thank God for this forum. The idea came forth after one of the Sunday's gospel readings that dwelt on the talents and accountability. Thereby, we challenge our youth not to be lazy, like the one who buried his talents, but be productive and multiply good results.
In his speech, the traditional ruler of Umuoba Anam, Igwe George Ekwalo, expressed optimism that the program would impact positively in the lives of the youths, even as it thanked the parish priest for organizing such laudable program.
I saw it as something that is very good for our children to learn and know what they can use to have their own handwork tomorrow. I advise all our children to queue up, to join and learn the handworks.
The chairman of the occasion, Mr. Frank Anatogo, and a guest at the event, Barrister Stan Nwaka, pointed out that skill acquisition is an alternative to white-collar jobs that are not readily available. Some of the participants, including Master Ofoma Ndife and Miss Marianne Ale, thanked the parish priest for the training, assuring to utilize the knowledge garnered from it to become self-reliant.
Bijina moto male non kete abuna anes ni maya bas kansolo ya mo ya nebu no bi mu bo kam mo ya kam motia kan na alu ya ko bla ko lo mo e kan na kan na e kan ni mo weri na ba tra ele ba jima ko de e ba wa pota kai bonde no wori ai na lu solu me kai motia abuna tol motorin na.
At the end of the program, the participants made presentation of what they produced from the training. From Anam, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
And now from the foreign national scene, 2 million people will start receiving about 20 billion naira from June this year as basic cash transfer and conditional cash transfers under the National Cash Transfer Program, the federal government has said. It was gathered that the federal government would pay the 2 million people 5,000 naira each under the basic cash transfer and an additional 5,000 naira under the conditional cash transfer. A March 2022 document on the strategic roadmap and activities of the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development disclosed to journalists showed that the number of people receiving cash transfers from the government had been increasing. But the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Farouk, stated in the document that the number would increase further in June. She explained that the ministry designed and piloted a shock responsive social register called the Rapid Response Register to capture urban poor informal workers who were daily wage earners working across towns and cities and impacted by the COVID-19 lockdown. On business news, the Bank of Industry has said it plans to raise $10 billion from foreign investors to improve the nation's real sector. According to the bank, it has raised about $4 billion in the last 4 years from over 100 international banks and investors in over 20 countries. The managing director, BOI Olukayode Pitan, said the raised funds were used to improve the bank's capacity to support the nation's real sector. He added that the bank's innovative and technology-driven platform had been instrumental to the success of various federal government social intervention programs, noting that for decades, the Bank of Industry has delivered appreciable results on its mandate towards transforming Nigeria's industrial sector by providing affordable and long-term financing across key segments and sectors of the economy. On the foreign scene, political crisis in Tunisia has intensified following President Kais Saied's decision to dissolve the parliament after freezing it in a power grab on July 25 last year. The decree came after the members of the last house held a plenary session online and voted to end its exceptional measures, which included the suspension of the chamber and the sacking of the Prime Minister, along with the seizure of legislative and judicial powers. The President also promised that the legislators who had opposed presidential rulings in the virtual meeting would be prosecuted on heavy charges of conspiring against state security. Tunisia's Justice Minister launched a judicial investigation against more than half of the members of the now-dissolved parliament who took part in the online session. As many as 121 out of 216 of them were summoned for questioning by an anti-terrorism unit. The mass investigation marked a major escalation in the president's targeting of his opponents, who have been openly defying his attempts to remake the political system in what they call a coup. On sports news, World Boxing Organization cruiserweight champion Lawrence Okolie has promised to use his status to empower the youths and encourage young talents to build professional careers with support of other stakeholders. The Nigeria-born British boxer is back home to meet his native people while seeking ways to impact on the community and give back to the sport through support for upcoming talents. The sports stakeholders welcomed Okolie, who holds 4 titles: the Commonwealth Boxing Championship, British Championship belt, European Championship, and the WBL Cruiserweight, and his team. Okolie, who won all of his 18 fights, with 14 of them by technical knockouts and 4 by decision, has always enjoyed the support of all. Okolie, who represented Great Britain at the Rio 2016 Olympics in Brazil, said he is looking forward to defending the belts in June this year. Well, that's just about it. But remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Governor Soludo has restated resolve to restore peace, security in Anambra. Federal government has reassured of completion of second Niger bridge this year. Federal government is to start disbursement of 20 billion naira to 2 million Nigerians under national cash transfer programs. And on the foreign scene, we brought you reports that political crisis has escalated in Tunisia as government cracks down on lawmakers. Notes, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra state economy, and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Mokoye. Good morning.